Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakathum to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your household. All right, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And it's a quick lesson. We're just going to get into, man, explain to me how we are in the new covenant, right? For the people that think that we are in the new covenant, explain to me how. Because for us to be in the new covenant, right, there's a lot of things we shouldn't be doing right now. All right, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be the way that it is right now. Now, I can say we are in a process of getting into the new covenant, which is we're going through this straight gate, this path of difficulty. As scripture says, through much tribulation, thou shalt enter into the kingdom, right? So we could definitely say that we're in the process of it, but we're not in it, not yet, right? Because this is something that's supposed to happen already. This is, if we're in a new covenant, this is something that's supposed to happen. Get Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 26. It says, "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh." All right. In other words, we will have different bodies. We won't even be in these fleshly bodies anymore, man. These bodies that are subject to sin, right? If we are in a new covenant, why do we still go off? Why do we still have to deal with wicked thoughts? Why are we not flying? Why are we not in the chariots? We still down here. But we're in the new covenant. You got to get up and still go work for this nigga Esau, right? But we're in the new covenant, though. Now, I could tell you why we not. I'll say, I could tell you we definitely not in a new covenant. But we are in the process. Through grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And get more of that in the Hebrews. But, where's the new body at? The Lord said he's going to take away that stony heart out of your flesh. Right? This fleshly mind. Right? This fleshly, honestly, just this flesh in general. I'm saying fleshly. This flesh in general. And we're going to be having a new body. I'm going to read verse 27. "And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them." All right. In other words, we're going to be able to keep the law, statute, commandments perfectly. Now we try them. We're trying now. We're rehearsing, as it says in Judges 5 and 11. Right? We're rehearsing the righteous act in the land of our captivity. But when you rehearse something, guess what? That's mean you ain't got it right fully. And last time I checked, we don't got it right fully. But we're in a new covenant. Verse 28, it says, "And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power." All right? And we're definitely not dwelling in that land. Definitely. Right? Yeah. The nation of Israel is all out of whack, man. It's the worst it's ever been. But we're in the new covenant. There's people that's bought off saying that, as well as people just being straight demons saying that. For you to think that we are in a new covenant and we're still suffering in the way we're suffering is bogus, man. It's goofy. It just doesn't make sense. Just like they just pass over these scriptures, man. Now, for the ones that are bought off, okay, that's expected. Okay. But the ones that are just being demons, oh yeah, we're in a new covenant. We're in a new covenant, yet we're still teaching, which is what I'm going to go into. We're not supposed to be teaching. right? We're still in these bodies. We're still in goddamn captivity, man. We're still slaves to the white man. Esau, Edom. In the new covenant, we're not going to be slaves. All right? We are not going to be slaves. All right? We're going to have slaves, but not be slaves. All right? But, and that's it. All right, what you call? I'm gonna go ahead and get Hebrews chapter. Chapter 8. Well, I'm gonna get chapter 8, but I'm trying to figure out where I want to start at. It's lucky. Matter of fact, I'll just get straight to the point. This Hebrews chapter 8, verse 11 says, "And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest." And we still got people that don't know the names of Yahweh Shem Shah. Not only don't know the names, don't even serve them. But we're in the new covenant, though, right? We're not in the new covenant, man. Right? We're in a process of getting to the new covenant, but we're not in it. All right? Because, we're clearly not in the old covenant. If it was, bro, we'll be through from the jump, right? I might as well go and start back up. This is Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 8. It says, "For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of..." Matter of fact, my bad, verse 7. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 7 says, "For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second." In other words, if we was good with the first covenant, it would be no reason to have the second one, the new covenant, right? But we wasn't, because guess what? We're in these bodies and we're going to mess up. Because the old covenant, guess what? You had to keep the law, statutes, and commandments 100%. You cannot do that, especially if you're not sovereign. But even if we will sovereign, we're in the flesh. We're prone to go off no matter what. Verse 8, it says, "For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." All right, the nation of Israel. Right? Verse 9, "Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord." In other words, we was through in that first covenant, man. All right, we was through. Yeah, it says we continue not in his covenant, in the Lord's covenant, right? In the covenant that we made with the Lord, Salaki, right? Which is the old covenant. Verse 10 says, "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people." Right? So, in other words, if he's gonna put the laws in our mind and write them in our hearts, meaning, bro, we're gonna back to Ezekiel 36, right? 36 and 26, man. The Lord's gonna take away that stony heart, right? And he gonna give us a new flesh, right? In other words, a new body, right? Not these chains of darkness, a new body to keep the law, statutes, commandment 100%, and that's all in the new covenant. And right now, we're in the process of that by going through what? The straight gate. Like I quoted a second ago, "Through much tribulation thou shalt enter into the kingdom." All right, because once the kingdom is established, once we've been changed, guess what? We good. Oh, we're in a new covenant then. But as of right now, nah. We're in the process of it. We're going through trials and errors through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shem Shah, going through that straight gate that leads to the new covenant. As Elder Arianazi said, we're on the path to it, which is through that straight gate. You know? Uh, verse 12 says, "For I will," I'm going to jump down because I already read verse 11, which is, "He not teaches man and neighbor and brother." So we're not going to teach this word anymore. Why the hell are you teaching that? Right? Elder Dina said that, man. Why are we teaching? If we're in the new covenant, why are you teaching? There's no need to, because everybody's going to know the Lord, right? But guess what? Everybody don't know the Lord, right? So you have to teach it. Therefore, signaling that we are not in the new covenant, buddy. Verse 12 says, "For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more." All right, the Lord's going to forgive us for all of that. You know, He's going to forgive us for all of it, and we're going to have a clean slate, and we're going to be changed, and we're never going to go off again, right? Verse 13, and He's already being merciful now, showing mercy on us now, forgiving the sins now. But in the new covenant, He's going to do that, and it's going to be, as it says, will I remember no more. He's not going to remember. He's not going to remember nothing else. He's going to forget about it, basically. But only in the new covenant, though. Hebrews 8 and 13, last verse, it says, "In that He saith, a new covenant He hath made, the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away." Man, that old covenant, is done away with, right? And it's done away with through who? Yahweh Shai. Him being that sacrificial lamb to give us a way back to the Heavenly Father. Right now. But until Yahweh Shai comes back, man, until we are changed in a new body, until we get the land, until everything is really just set up, man. Bro, we're not in a new covenant yet. But it's going to start with Yahweh Shai coming back and with us being changed. All right, that's the biggest part, being changed. AKA new bodies, and we're not going off anymore. But yeah, explain to me how we are in the new covenant, though. Because according to what I just read, it doesn't sound like we are. All right? But like I said, we're in the process of it, but we're not there yet. Anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I'm ending it off by saying, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yesharallah.